What information do we have about the signs that preceded the destruction of the temple in Jerusalem as described by Jesus? Hello, my name is Jairo Torres, and in this presentation I invite you to explore what the Bible reveals as prophecy and what history confirms regarding this topic. This third presentation focuses on the signs that signal the approaching of the destruction of the temple in Jerusalem. These events are recorded in Matthew 24 verses 15 to 21, Mark 13 verses 14 to 19, and Luke 21 verses 20 to 24, which were introduced in the first introductory document. I will start with a prayer asking the Holy Spirit to guide us throughout this study. Let us remember Paul's words in 1 Corinthians 13:12. Now I know in part, we all begin with this partial understanding. In the Gospel of Luke, Jesus explains that when people see Jerusalem surrounded by armies, they should understand that its destruction is imminent. Matthew refers to Jerusalem as the holy city. The abominations refers to the action of the desolator, identified as the Roman army, specifically the siege, destruction of Jerusalem, and the killing of many Jews as described in Daniel 9:27. This verse states, "And on the wing of abominations will come the one who makes desolate, until a complete destruction, one that is decreed, gushes forth on the one who makes desolate." The desolations refers to the condition in which the desolator, the Roman army, left Jerusalem devastated, burned, plundered, and with a vast majority of the Jewish population wiped out, both directly and indirectly. The first sign appeared in 66 AD when Gaius Sestus Gallus besieged and advanced on Jerusalem, but withdrew immediately, as Flavius Josephus recounts in his book The Jewish War, Book 2, Chapter 19. Additionally, in the weeks leading up to the siege of Jerusalem, Vespasian had fortified all of the towns around Jerusalem, erected citadels in Jericho and Adida, and posted garrisons. This strategy of encircling the nearby cities around Jerusalem provided a more immediate second signal to those who had doubted the earlier warning. Vespasian had to withdraw due to the death of Nero and sent his son Titus weeks later, as Flavius Josephus describes in his book The Jewish War, Book 4, Chapter 9. Those who understood the warning had another opportunity to escape Jerusalem. When Titus arrived in Jerusalem, he did not have his full army, so he marched around the city initially with a small group to survey and assess it. Those who wished to escape had a third opportunity, as it took a couple more days for Titus to assemble his entire army and begin the siege, as Flavius Josephus recounts in his book The Jewish War, Book 5, Chapter 2. Other symbols of the abominations included the shields of the Roman soldiers surrounding Jerusalem, which were painted red, symbolizing the god of war, Mars. Likewise, upon entering the temple, they placed their flags there, which were also red and bore an eagle, depicting their gods Mars and Jupiter in battle with the god of the Jews, as Flavius Josephus recounts in his book The Jewish War, Book 6, Chapter 6 and 8. In summary, there were several opportunities for anyone who believed in and followed the prophecy's warnings to flee Jerusalem. I wonder how many times we need to hear God's message before we act on it. Historically, events reflect the fulfilled prophecy. The fourth segment explores a section related to an Old Testament prophecy that, in the face of the massive destruction of the Jewish people, it reestablishes the prophecy in the New Testament. Thank you for listening. Any comments that help us improve our understanding are welcome. Blessings, Jairo.